welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's Kedasar, and today I'll be filming my 1 month lock update slash my first retwist, so y'all can see how that turned out. I used aloe vera gel because I'm trying to keep it natural, minimal products and all that good stuff. So if you're interested to see how that turned out, keep watching. And on a side note, this video was filmed all the way back in October and it's December now, so I know I'm really late. There's been a lot of major updates in my life. Got a new apartment, if you couldn't tell by the new setup, so stay tuned for that video as well. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this retwist. So these are my twists straight out the shower. As you can see, my roots are not as visible as they would be if it were already retwisted, but it also isn't super messy. Although my locks were married more than they appeared to be on camera. So here's just a little back view of what my hair was looking like. So I use my Locs spray mist, aloe vera gel, and almond oil. For the spray mist, it's just aloe vera juice, rose water, and spring water. So I first started with sectioning one little row off and spraying that. And I'm just working that moisture into my hair because you know your hair starts drying a little bit after you get out the shower. Then I'm kind of just trying to feel for the section and make sure I got the right hairs in there. That took longer than what I'm showing, but I'm not trying to bore you guys. So I'm just taking the aloe vera gel, putting it on my root, and I'm doing more sectioning too, just as I feel hairs that are out of place. Then I just go in with the almond oil right after that. So here I'm doing this technique that I saw on YouTube where you're kind of just like twisting the excess hairs around your lock so that you can get a neater look and it's not all just sticking up every which way. So here I'm really just repeating that same process of sectioning out one lock, making sure the excess hairs aren't in that section and that, you know, it's a relatively neat part, you know, to the best of my ability. Then I just add the aloe vera gel and the almond oil. It doesn't matter what type of oil you use. I just like any type of natural oil, so it could be coconut, olive. I just happen to have almond oil, so that's what I'm using. And yeah, that's just a really simple process that I'm following throughout this whole video. Since this was my first time doing my own retwist, I did want to try out palm rolling. But in the future, I don't think I'm gonna really be doing it all like that just because of all the things I've heard about it. You know, I'm not trying to make my locks thin, even though I have really thick hair. I know that if you do it a lot over time, it may have an effect. So I was just really trying it this one time. Listen, y'all already know I had to have my girlfriends playing in the background as I did this retwist because girl, this took hours to do, so I had to watch my show. So this is what the retwist was looking like. Here's a little progress shot. And then fast forward to the next day, I left the clips in overnight. So this is what it wound up looking like. It was really elongated parts of the front. And I think that's because of how I had the clips. But other than that, like, it looked pretty good. It's not like super slick or anything like some people's retwists be, because you know I didn't use any type of heavy gel and stuff like that. Also, this was my first retwist on myself, so I was pretty satisfied with the results. It stayed in for a while, basically until I washed it out. It stayed in. So yeah, I was definitely very satisfied. Here are some quick before and after shots just to show you how much my roots had married and to put it in perspective of how good the retwist actually was when you see it side by side like that. So for my lock update, I don't have a lot to say. There wasn't that big of a difference from month 1 versus week 1, except it started getting a little bit more frizzy. Like, I could see my roots getting more puffy and stuff like that. And one thing that I was really surprised about was my roots marrying. I didn't think that would happen so soon since it was just 1 month, but them babies married. I had to pop them. It kind of hurt a little bit, but it wasn't that major, but I definitely wasn't expecting that. Also, I wasn't expecting my retwist to take so long because, like, I'm pretty good at hair, and I really thought I could just, like, you know, fly past it or whatever, but it took me at least 3 hours, at least. I started at like 10 o'clock at night and ended into the AM, so yeah, that took a minute. Other than that though, yeah, just besides a little bit of frizziness and the lock marrying, that's all I really noticed for the 1 month. Nothing major or anything like that, though I do have a warning for you guys. So since I did my retwist for my birthday, I wanted to do a cute little lock style. I'll insert a picture if I haven't already, but I did my little lock style or whatever, and for the front I had bantu knots. So I kind of did like a bantu knot bang type of thing. The bantu knots were just for the curls, then I took them out for the bangs. Don't do that at just 1 month. Don't do that, because what happened to me was that, like, at 1 month your locks are hardly locked, so when you like twist it around itself like that, I kind of like untwisted the twists a little bit, so it was like 2 strands of hair next to each other for only a few of them. But like, that kind of freaked me out, and I was like, oh no, am I gonna have to undo this and redo these twists? But what I did is I kind of just like twisted it like in a twirl motion, then I sprayed it, made it really wet, then I clipped it so that it will dry in that state, so it'll dry, like re-twist it basically, and it wound up working. But I would never do that again if I were in those shoes, in my prior shoes, because you don't want all your hard work to have to just be combed out and redone because of one little mistake. So I would stay away from the little intricate styles early in on your lock journey. I mean, I'm still super early, but like I said, this was 2 months ago, so I'm 3 months now. Stay tuned for that video, it's coming soon. But yeah, stay away from those intricate styles, particularly bantu knots and rope twists, in my opinion, because that may kind of be detrimental to the structure of your twists, since they're not really locked together, they're not really solid yet. So that was one warning that I got from my experience after 1 month. So yeah, that's all for this video really. If you have any questions or anything like that, leave it in the description box and I'll be sure to get back to you. I'll be filming my 3-month update soon, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.